We saw them against Auburn a couple of days ago. Auburn really needed that one, or last week. Auburn needed to win, got that win there. Then Arkansas bounced back with that great win. We heard John Calipari, gave that great soundbite about the Auburn game. Then they follow it up with a loss to Georgia. I know it's been a really tough stretch here for this Arkansas team. What do you make here of this squad? Few games into the SEC, seemingly on a win-loss roller coaster ride.
Yeah, and guys, I'll be honest with you. I make this face of like, this up and down right now, but that's the SEC for you a little bit. So
Yep,
I will defend Arkansas just a tad bit. That's the SEC. It's tough. You're not going to win every single game. However, the Auburn loss was just really, really ugly from the jump. And I said this to a few people. I said, that's not Arkansas. That's not the same team. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you have a one-off, right? And you can have a bad night. You can have a one-off. All right. And then you follow it up with the dominant victory they had over South Carolina. And this isn't the same South Carolina team that we saw last year. This is a more competitive South Carolina squad. And so they went out in Bud Walton Arena, magic of Bud Walton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. They go out and they just completely dominate. I mean, I looked up at the score at one point and I went, oh, they're beating them by 40.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's happening.
The Jimmy
Great.
Butler meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was so me, 100%. I wish somebody took a photo of it because that was me. But then they go out against this Georgia squad, and let me be honest, I'm not discrediting Mike White's team at all, but Arkansas was the better team.
For sure.
Arkansas is the better team than this Georgia team. No offense to any Bulldogs fans out there, seriously. And I think some of them would even agree with that. So I don't even think I'm giving a controversial statement. So to go to Georgia, where, again, tough opponent, but I thought, all right, Arkansas can win this game. And to go and lose to them and not even, I really thought if they lost, okay, let's keep it close, right? Keep it close. I mean, you're losing to them, 90-76, and I just felt like, to me, that was just a little too much of a victory for Georgia. And then and the whole game you just started from the jump and you went, this was a bad start from Arkansas. Let's see if they can come back from this, right? They dug themselves in a hole, and I just felt like kind of similar to Auburn in a sense that I just felt like, man, I don't think they're going to get out of this. I don't know if they are. And then they started to come back and they started to show signs of life in that second half. And I went, okay, here we go. Basketball is a game of runs. Let's do this. And they couldn't close it out. And so to me, it was a little concerning. I'm not going to lie. And I know Coach Calipari feels the same way. I know Arkansas fans are going a little bit right now going, this isn't making me feel awesome that we couldn't at least come back and make it very competitive at the end. I thought when they started to come back, okay, I thought this was going to be a really close one. All right, even if Georgia wins, maybe they win by, 2, 3, 4, right?
Right.
Not win by 14. So that to me was concerning, especially knowing what this Arkansas team can do.
Yeah.
So talking about, it seems like every time we talk about these games and coaches all the time do the coach speak, we got to get off to that hot start. And I mean, when you take away that start, that 11-0 run to open up the game for Georgia, I think that Arkansas only got outscored by 3. So I mean, you take away that and you've got a pretty even game. What did you chalk that early mishap up to?
I think for Arkansas, it's kind of getting hit in the mouth early on, and we have seen that happen to them, whether it's the environment, and I don't even think you can claim the environment, and that's no offense to Georgia either. It's just like on the road, it's tough. No matter who you're facing, you're on the road in the SEC, it's tough. But I just don't even know if you can chalk it up to the environment because, they went to Ole Miss, right? They've been to environments in the non-conference season, right? In the non-conference schedule, and they've been able to perform well, right? And not get punched in the mouth, so to speak. But I think Georgia, maybe it was a little bit of like, okay, sometimes you can't look at what Arkansas does and you look at what Georgia does. And Georgia, a little bit like Auburn, was like, okay, we're better than this. We feel like we can win this game, even though everyone's given a whole lot of love to Arkansas and a whole lot of love to their players and a whole lot of love to John Calipari. And it's almost like Arkansas every game they go into, no matter where they are in the rankings, no matter where they are, however they're doing, they're dominating the conversation because of Coach Cal. And I think that fuels these other teams just a little bit more, because you talk to these players after the game and they're like, they weren't giving us a chance. And I'm going, Georgia, you're not that bad, dude. You're
ranked.
Like, what?
You're ranked.
What? Yeah, but that's the same thing like Vanderbilt over here. Vanderbilt's over here like, oh, we're coming to Bud Walton Arena tonight. We're gonna. No, guys, y'all are ranked. Y'all are supposedly a better team than Arkansas. Why are you acting like the underdog here? But it's this Coach Calipari.
He's got that aura.
What do you call it? Yes, this je ne sais quoi, right? This aura. And everyone feels like they're an underdog against Arkansas. And it's weird. It's weird. I've never experienced that because I've never covered a Coach Cal team.
Right.
But it's weird. It's just weird.
I saw it too. It makes it more entertaining because you do kind of have this guy that is a bit of a polarizing figure there in John Calipari. We got a chance to hear from him because he's great when the team's winning and when the team's losing. Here he is talking about dang near 20 turnovers.
They give them credit, but we're not that kind of team. That means you're trying to get your own before you try to pass. And so you get too deep, you get in trouble. When there are people open, you got to give it to them. And there are times where you pass the ball just to pass it. Pass, and now the court space that you can make plays. We didn't. There were times with 18 seconds on the clock, we went one-on-one. When did we do that? I mean, and I don't know, again, what led to that. But again, I'm telling all the guys, just take responsibility, man. Look at your own game, take responsibility. I'll do the same. Yeah, that's a good win for them. And, it's a hard place to play. I mean, we got it to where we were, and I thought we had a chance. If we hadn't been down that much early, we'd have been up for it. A little different game. But you go down 18 or whatever we were down, it's hard.
One of the growing concerns for Kentucky fans when John Calipari was there was the fact that he just rolled out very young teams, and young teams towards the end couldn't necessarily play. Is there any fear? I know that this team is not as young as his previous teams. Is there any concern this year, led by a true freshman, other younger guys that are in the mix, that this is kind of the up and down game you'll get when you do play with these young guys, and it might be again another killer when it comes time in March?
I don't think there's any concern with playing these freshmen, because these freshmen, and I'm talking about, Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas. I don't think there's any concern there because they're so talented and they don't act like freshmen. When you talk to them, they act like they're much older and they've been playing college basketball for longer than they have. So to me, I don't think you're looking at the younger guys and going, ooh, concern. To me, I'm looking at the older guys and going, a little bit of concern.
Okay, yeah.
Because, and I'll go into this. I've said it before and I will say it again. I will die on this hill. And I swear I sound like a broken record here. People go, Darius Acuff, Malik Thomas playing. Yeah, but it's not all on Darius Acuff, and it's not all on Malik Thomas, and they both know that. You have to have these other guys step up around them. When you look at the stat sheet, and it is a bit more balanced, where it's like, okay, Darius has a big shooting night. That's great. But then you look at all the contributions down the lineup from these other guys. When the other guys are quiet, that's when you see Darius can't do it all by himself. Malik can't do it all by himself, right? I want to see Malik Ewing's playing great right now.
Right.
He needs, I think, let's be honest, he needs more minutes. Let's be honest. He needs more minutes. Nick Pringle hasn't been doing very much. And this is a guy that comes into Arkansas with so much experience, right? At Alabama, at South Carolina. This is a guy who's been playing longer in the SEC than a lot of people out there. So he should come in and he needs to be a leader. He needs to play better because this isn't the same guy that we saw at South Carolina. This isn't. So whatever's happening here, he needs to get out of his head. Trevin Brazile can't be Jekyll and Hyde. Okay. Right now we've been seeing a whole lot of Jekyll. We need more Hyde. Okay.
Yeah.
We need that side of you to come out. We know it's there. We know it's there. He needs to do that. Malik Ewan needs more minutes. I don't care what happens here. This guy has proven that he can play more minutes. And so for me, it's not about, when we talk about Darius Acuff, when we talk about Malik Thomas, for me, it's not about those guys. They're playing great. They are.
Right.
They've been playing well. And even if they have an off night, I mean, come on. We're talking about an off night for Darius Acuff, and he's still putting up 20 points. You know, I mean, it's like, that's insane to me. But even if they have off nights, that's okay. It's better when they're on the court. It's better when they're in the lineup. I worry about everybody else around them. I'll even call out DJ Wagner, right?
Yeah.
A guy that's been a glue guy for this team, a guy that Cal has relied on. He's been loyal to Cal. Cal has relied on him. He's got to play a whole lot better. Otherwise, I've been yelling this. Sorry, Malik Thomas needs to start.
Yes.
Malik Thomas needs to start, Cal.
Right.
I for some whatever reason, it's like, no, we're gonna start DJ Wagner. No, we get it. You're loyal to him. We get it. He's an older guy. We get it. He's a leader on this team. You need to start Malik Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
He's proven it. You need to start him. You need to play Malik Ewan. I would say a lot more minutes than he's been getting. I mean, 20 minutes, that is, half the game, but still, I mean, I'd like to see him getting up there into what Malik plays, right? 29, right? Get Nick Pringle off of the court a little bit more. Get Malik Ewan in. So, to me, I'm not worried about the freshmen. I want to see these older guys step up, because if they don't do that, that's the key, guys. It ain't about Darius Acuff, it ain't about Malik Thomas. They're good, and they're going to continue being good.
Right.
Okay? It's the older guys that are being like, ooh, let's show up one night, let's not.
Yeah.
What are you, too old to play this sport? No. You're fine. Get over it. Sorry, that's mean. All right.
Well, they got another tough one tonight.
Yep.
Oh.
And you know what time it is.
We need you to peer into it. Peer into that crystal ball.
It's been off,
because this
y'all.
is a Vanderbilt team that's angry.
Yes,
angry.
They are. You're running into all of these teams angry. What's going on?
I know.
You're running into these angry teams, Arkansas.
It's the SEC.
I can't. I think this is going to be a really, really interesting matchup. I think Arkansas has an opportunity. If you're hey, you guys have me on every night where I'm like, hey, if you're not watching college basketball tonight, you don't care enough about the sport, because man, oh man, there's some really good matchups here on a Tuesday night. And this is one of them. You have two offenses that are seriously the best in the country. Go look at the statistics. Two of the best offenses in the country. And Vanderbilt's really good on defense too. Arkansas still lacks
three-pointers.
Yeah.
And what does Vanderbilt do a lot? Shoot three-pointers.
They shoot
three-pointers.
They shoot a lot of threes.
That's going to be a key tonight, but it's also going to be slowing down Vanderbilt's offense, right? Because Arkansas offensively is good. They are.
Right.
Vanderbilt offensively is good, but I think the key will be, if Arkansas wants to win this game, they're going to have to slow them down just a little bit, because this is going to be it's going to be, if you like scoring,
it might be north of 100 on both sides.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm seriously thinking that. So, and I think it was Kenny Payne the other day on Cal's coach's show, assistant coach for Arkansas. He kind of said, hey, if we want to win this game, we're going to have to go back to the defensive fundamentals. We are going to have to be good at everything defensively. Like you said, defend the three. We're going to have to be good on the glass. We're going to have to be tough in the paint. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yep.
Nick Pringle, Malik Ewan, Trevin Brazil. We're going to have to be what? Tough in the paint. And so there you go. And the other thing, too, is you talk about 20 turnovers, right? I think Gerhard brought up that stat, right?
It was 18. Yeah, it was just
18. Sorry.
No.
Near 20 turnovers. Mm-hmm. It almost felt like 20 turnovers with how that game was going. But you're going up against a team in Vanderbilt that likes to steal, right? That's very good at forcing turnovers. And so that is going to be key in this one too. While we talk about great defense, they've got to take care of the basketball as well. They've got to make sure that they do a really, really good job of that. Otherwise, This is a team. Y'all thought Georgia was bad, right? On points from turnovers. They turned 29 points off of those 18 turnovers. We thought that was bad. Vanderbilt can do that.
Yeah.
They can do that times two.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's be honest. Those are a couple of things that I want to see from this Arkansas team if they want to win. But you asked Courtney's crystal ball. Okay. And I'm going to say this, Gerhard, you made me even more of a believer in this because I was like, you know what? There is some Bud Walton Arena magic. Arkansas has been bad right now. I'm serious. Arkansas hasn't shown what we wanted to see on the road. But they've done well when it comes to at home. So I'm going to say the Bud Walton Arena magic is there. We have a lot of people going to this game tonight.
Okay.
They're going to bring it. They're going to bring the atmosphere. And Arkansas is going to pull off the win over Vanderbilt. That's my crystal ball. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Love it, love it, love it.
There you go.
Love it. Let it be said, let it be done. Courtney's crystal ball is spoken. You're the best. Thank you so much for joining us here on Southeast Sports
Thank you.
Plus.
Good luck with the planning.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Courtney